I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could, man. Point, baby. Do what I should, man. Point, baby. Do what I could.
I ain't never represent, baby. Ain't do no wrong. I can plead a good for you. Oh, I know right from wrong. 'Cause I wanna make it. So nasty. I'm $1 million baby. Don't ask me. Oh, hell no. You rip my city so damn long. But you still don't notice me. Sound next. Oh, VA next. Met they next. Running up the check. She a bad woman, mama, she a diva. No matter what happens, she cannot come between us again. I know we're better than friends. I took up Queen's Gambit, showed around my friends. Tried to pick some energy up, it don't matter. I know you haven't moved on if you tried. I don't believe it, baby. I know you lied all night long. What you mean I changed? I stay the same. Had me losing my mind. Said the city is mine. I ain't never represent, baby. Ain't do no wrong. I can plead a good for you. Oh, I know right from wrong. 'Cause I wanna make it. So mad. I'm $1 million baby. Don't let me. I ain't never represent, baby. Ain't do no wrong. I can plead a good for you. Oh, I know right from wrong. 'Cause I wanna make it.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. And Goff going to look to throw right away. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now Goff looking to change the play. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That goes for a gain of 31.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here's Goff. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Marquise Bell able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on third and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Now Goff. And that's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Back to throw, Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
And this will be play number 10 on this pretty long opening drive. Here's third and goal.
17.
Throwing again is Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
Oh, my, that's a heck of a tackle right there on third down because they had to swing it out to the back and hope that he could make a play. But let's face it, in order for him to be there and be in that position, in order to make that play, he had to read his keys and not be fooled. Excellent job in the open field.
Yeah, he's got it. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Yeah! There we go!
And now they'll shift things around.
Here we go, 46.
And a flag out right away, and I believe our day will begin with a first and 15. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott now. Short throw underneath to Hurst. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Out of his end zone, Prescott. He hits blue. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and it's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. And he loses the football a 2nd time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Prescott to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So here's a 3rd and 14. Throwing, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up.
Here's a give, left side, Blue with it. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's Prescott. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The Cowboys at 2-3 here to begin the new season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
To throw is Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Yeah, here we go.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
So on 4th down, Prescott off, and on is Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Value 3, value 3. DC. Goes on. Point out. Hold on. Check. Hey, 5.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught at the 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys' side of the field. A big play there for Detroit. 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A shotgun snap for Goff.
That's complete to Laporta.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
2 for 1. Hey, Shell. 2. Chef Ric Flair.
On third down, here's Gibbs.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Bates' kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Here's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On first down, it's Blue. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
2nd and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! Everybody kill! 26.
Now Prescott.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Yeah! Here we go! We're going to 53. 26.
Now Prescott. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
To the 36-yard line, stop there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Prescott. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Yeah! Here we go! Hey, kill! Here we go, 46. Hey, kill! 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here we go! 26.
Prescott from the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. Even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss.
That's to a man who had some good years in a Cowboy uniform, Amari Cooper.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Goff now to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 49 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball. One that they...
Touchdown! Sam Laporta, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Kill!
Now a handoff to Blue running left side. Well, he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll drop to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Kill! We're going to 54. Why?
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Aubrey now for the PAT.
And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
Louis. Value three.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
Oh, good move. Gets by him, and now a little daylight.
He may go.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs
With his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Lions have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter.
Now for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
And Ferguson established himself as one of the better season ago, finishing in the top 10 at his position in catches, yards, and touchdowns. This year he expects to take that blanket off and just be one of the top tight ends in the league.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up.